Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start first by taking this opportunity to say thank you for supporting the Bold podcast and also our charity projects. And as I said, as we do one project in a month, and last month we took the boy to school. This month, I'm also giving an opportunity. Reach out through me to my WhatsApp and suggest maybe one aspect. I know there are quite a number of areas, many people that are reaching out on distress, but I want to do something for many. So reach out if you can do something for women, children, something, so that we run that for November. I want to take feedback from your end. Now, there is some political development that I want us to pay attention to. On 2nd November, UDA party, William Ruto has convened a meeting to discuss the way forward, whether UDA party will proceed with their elections or they will postpone the grassroots elections. And that meeting is politically important because people are paying attention into what exactly this is going to be. The Deputy President, Rigathi, has demanded behind the scenes that the Secretary General of the party should be from Mount Kenya. And that political development came because the last time when he stormed the UD headquarters, there were rumors that there is a faction that is supporting Malala, and especially the Rift Valley faction, or rather the William Ruto faction. And then Rigathi seems to be feeling that even though he is a bit uncomfortable, not directly fronting Nyoro to be the Secretary General, but he wants at least the Secretary General of UDA party to come from Mount Kenya. Now, this has pointed out, that is one aspect. Second aspect coming out here is Rigathi is pushing some proxy, some project of Mount Kenya Unity. And the Mount Kenya Unity project is he wants the region to be united in supporting William Ruto in 2027. But William Samoei Ruto, on the other end, is cutting an edge with Nyoro, Ichun'gwa, and the Nakuru team, Susan Kihiga and the Anwaiguru. So one of the person that has frustrated Rigathi quest for the said unity is President William Ruto. Today, Dr. Michael Maingi, who is a member of this channel and from UK, placed a call and he allowed me to use his name. And he asked me, Kevin, there is a clear line and there is a clear observation that William Ruto do not want Rigathi to lead his campaigns. And he was asking me, have you realized? And so even me, I can ask you, do you agree that William Ruto do not want Rigathi to lead his campaigns in 2027? Because I want us to borrow from Uhuru Ruto. Charles Keter was telling us that the fallout was imminent even before 2017. But they maintained that bromance, and William Ruto led the campaigns to campaign for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, even though there were those differences. Now, this is first term. And even if there is going to be a political divorce between Rigathi and William Ruto, no one will think of that divorce happening now. And what many political experts would have then seen is that William Ruto will still have accommodated his deputy with all the flaws until 2027. But when he was speaking, and there have been multiple speeches, when William Ruto is speaking, saying that it was backward for the deputy president, backward and primitive, for the deputy president to talk about some shareholding. So William Ruto has entertained a split between him and his deputy, be it on the ideology of shareholding and also on the political party leadership. So there is a new scramble for UDA party. Now, do you know that as we speak, Cleophas Malala, the Secretary General of UDA party, has appointed some county managers, but some county election managers, but those county managers have not been appointed from Mount Kenya, any, with a clear sign that Rigathi wants to take control. But William Ruto is clearly showing the public outburst against Rigathi and the split, or rather the clash on the SG post. Those two actually point to a very clear signal that William Ruto do not want Rigathi Gachagua to lead his campaigns. And if Rigathi wants to unite the mountain to campaign for William Ruto, then what he should know is that William Ruto is not interested in him campaigning for him. Because William Ruto went to Mount Kenya himself. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua, Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichun'gwa, Jen Kihara, and Alice Wahome was simply used as political catalysts, and their only role in the last presidential election was to insult, abuse, and plant a negative venom against Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. That was their only responsibility. But in terms of their role was to attack Uhuru Kenyatta in Mount Kenya, and William Ruto will go to Mount Kenya and campaign himself. That is the truth. So Rigathi is on record saying, I gave William Ruto Mount Kenya votes. And that is a total lie. William Ruto went to Mount Kenya and campaigned even before Rigathi Gachagua. Back, I don't want us to lose the track. Why Ruto doesn't want Rigathi to lead the line? Very straight. Number one, I think the intelligence team are telling the president that your deputy is making the government unpopular. Unpopular because your deputy or the deputy has gotten himself in a couple of many other fights that are a bit not even worth it. The deputy was in fight against Raila Odinga, was fighting the bipartisan talks. Your deputy has been fighting the Nairobi governor. So all these battles around Rigathi Gachagua and the kind of information delivery, I think the way he's delivering his messages, is making government unpopular. So one thing I think William Ruto doesn't want is, if Rigathi is the person to lead your campaigns in Mount Kenya or any other part of the country, and it cannot lead in another part of the country apart from Mount Kenya, then you can get a good chunk from the Mount Kenya because of him, but you stand the chance of losing more from the rest of the country. Because the deputy president attracts hate not just from the Luo or the western side. Even Musalia Mudavadi's supporters feel a little bit uncomfortable with the deputy president. And that could be one of the reasons behind this move. Number two, Ruto wants to manage his succession politics. And one thing that you will have, that you must understand now, if in 2022, William Ruto campaigned in Mount Kenya himself, but Rigathi Gachagua is still running, just thumping that I made Ruto the president. So what will happen if Rigathi were to lead Ruto's campaigns in Mount Kenya? What would happen? Number one, it will be the replica of Kumi Yangu, Kumi Yako. And what Rigathi will do, after getting the mountain, and if they have to support Ruto through him, then before you go to the next general election, the question that they will start asking here is, I have supported you, I have given you our people, so what is in it for me? And Rigathi will just want to get to the front line so that he will be at the center of Ruto succession. And if there is something that Ruto do not want to even think about is, I can tell you, it's still too early to predict who Ruto will support if he was to relinquish power at one point. But it is more obvious that he's a bit uncomfortable with Rigathi. So that's also another reason on the succession. Number 3 is Musalia Mudavadi factor. Musalia Mudavadi attracts a national outlook, has a national outlook, or has a national clout. And recently his ministry, his cabinet secretary, cabinet secretary portfolio was actually advanced by him also being handed over the foreign affairs. And many saw that as a strategy to try to, consolidate and try to boost his profile. And there is some possibility that Ruto might have a soft spot for Musalia Mudavadi. Now, if you try to push, if Rigathi Gachagua is to lead Ruto's campaigns, I'm telling you, I don't even think whether in a power sharing deal, the Musalia Mudavadi and the team might have a voice. Number 3, lastly, I think the Rigathi has failed the coffee and tea test. And the coffee, tea and milk test is one exam that was given to Rigathi, and those who gave it to him already wanted him to fail. I still don't understand how he was going to succeed if people that are supposed to support him are not giving him, rather did not give him the support. So that is one aspect you need to see. And it has also made him unpopular. It was given to him, and now I saw Rigathi saying, we even want half. We don't want all of it. We just want half of what you have. Like now government wants to share. And it's something that seems to have failed. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my take. Let's meet in the next podcast. Thank you.